The first element of this process is the introduction of the value-added tax, the VAT, the value-added tax, the VAT, or VAT, as some people call it, which will eliminate some 12 nuisance taxes and will in fact be one only tax replacing these 12. The introduction of the value-added tax would therefore reform our tax system, making it simpler, I emphasize, making it more efficient, I emphasize, and create much more equity, I emphasize, by taxing all aspects of consumption, including now services. This very bold step is very necessary in the development of our local economy. I therefore urge all businesses, big and small, and all consumers, including every single one of you here assembled here this afternoon, to become familiar with this new system and the recently released white paper on the issue would make a good start, as well as the reader-friendly flyers that are now being circulated on the value-added tax. As I said, that this is but the very first step, but also we would want to have the opportunity in this tax reform system to look at our corporation tax that is paid by our businesses, to reduce it from what it is to either 20 or 25%, so that it would be much more manageable and beneficial to those who are engaged in business, and thus make it possible for them to reinvest more into their businesses and improve other opportunities and the quality of life for our people. Priority number 3, bringing our national debt under control so that greater emphasis can be placed on carrying out our social agenda. Social agenda, of course, means our education system, our healthcare system, our shelter system, making sure that the empowerment of our people will continue. And we are saying that by controlling our national debt, we would be able to pay greater emphasis on ensuring that our social agenda continues. I wish to make the point that your government intends to consolidate and deal effectively with our national debt. The policy initiatives have been enunciated in the throne speech by His Excellency the Governor General, and the policy measures have been articulated in our budget that were presented a few weeks ago. I have already appointed a debt strategy committee to advise me as the Minister of Finance on further measures to address the issue long-termly. And the Ministry of Finance has also strengthened its own human resource capacity with the recent appointment of a consultant and several other high-level technical persons to manage our debt situation here in St. Kitts and Nevis. We will move to adopt a 3-phased approach with the reduction in the rate of increase in the debt, reduction in absolute terms of the debt, and the period of consolidation of the debt, which will enable us to effectively move to bring this challenge well under our control. I want to, however, advise that the reduction of the national debt is indeed a process and will not be a fly-by-night one, as some may be thinking. Our 4th and final priority is completing the electoral reform process without delay to ensure a deepened democracy armed with a robust, free, and fair electoral system. This journey has been a long and arduous one, and your government has tried its best to be meticulous in dealing with this very important issue of the furtherance of our democracy. I would like to reference the report of the Commonwealth expert team, which observed our January the 25th, 2010 general elections and reported that, I quote, on election day, they observed a peaceful and successful process, and people were able to exercise their franchise, end of quote. I emphasize that the Commonwealth team, in its recommendations, advised that, and I quote again, the redistribution of electoral boundaries needs to be finalized to ensure that each constituency contains as nearly equal number of inhabitants as practicable in accordance with the Constitution, end of quote. Comrades, you would be well aware that for a few months in 2009, your caring Democratic Labour government endeavored to make those comprehensive changes, but its best efforts were thwarted by injunction after injunction after injunction until the very people of this country got tired of a party attempting desperately to stake a claim that it was worthy of your confidence and support. Of course, you rejected them. We therefore saw these elections as a referendum on this issue. And so, I, Denzil Llewellyn Douglas, Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, I now give you the assurance that within short order, this matter will be dealt with effectively once and for all, and the boundaries shall change in St. Kitts and Nevis. Comrades, once again I thank you today for demonstrating that Labour is the party that matters in this country. This is your day. Continue to enjoy the rest of the day. I ask you, however, to drink with moderation. Do not indulge in excesses. Let this be a day of celebration of the workers of this country. Celebration of that massive victory that we secured on the 25th day of January 2010. Do not spoil this great day with any violence or animosity to each other. Be your brother's keeper today. Not only today, but forever. Only today and only together we must continue the toil at building this our great nation. This morning we visited the grave sites of those who have worked so hard in their lifetime to build this great country of ours. For you and for me. For the present and for the past. But also, of course, for our great future. Long live the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party. Long live the St. Kitts Nevis Trades and Labour Union. Long live the brave and courageous workers of this beautiful country of ours. Long live you, the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. God bless you. Thank you. And good afternoon.